Morning traders. So let's have a look at the DAX and see what kind of trade setup we've got for today. And yesterday was kind of a slow day. But what I'm going to do here is let's just put that level in, and let's also put that level. So I'm looking at these two tails here, and I'm looking at that tail there. So that is my weekly levels to the upside. Again, I'm not really going to bother with levels to the downside. Now, the interesting thing you can see on the weekly is that Sikuspan, the brown line, is heading towards price and breaks through there with a crossover of Dickinson and Clegenson will give us a very bullish setup on the weekly. Okay, but one thing to note on Ichimoku is really designed on a daily time frame, so that's where it really works well. Daily. So we're kind of just grinding up and up and up and up with really not much in the tank on a daily basis. So if you look there, I mean, we really only had a move of 28 points. So that's today. So yesterday we didn't have much more than that. We had 100 points on offer yesterday, if you got the whole move. But you can see how it's just slowly grinding to the top. And we are still very much in this channel, okay? So this channel here is still very much in play. And we're right in the middle of that channel. So daily we really don't have anything to stop it until we get to these weekly levels at this stage. Okay. And get down to 4 hour. So our head and shoulders that we had here is still playing out. We did have a bit of a pullback yesterday, another retest of it. We'll have a look at that on the 1 hour. It's a bit clearer there. So yeah, there's nothing here that is indicating time to get out. There's nothing here that is saying this move is over. You can see how we are just sticking to this Dickinson, the blue line, and every time we hit it, we reverse off it and we move to the upside. So this trend is still very strong to the upside. 1 hour. So you can see what I meant. We had a nice rally up where you would have thought it was a break of the head and shoulders, and you would have expected it to run up. But again, it came back to test the break, and you can see it didn't hit this Brooks gap over here, but it did come back to test the tail. So you got 1, 2, 3. So I just want to draw those in so you'll see. So the first level of resistance or support would have been there. The next one would have been there on this tail, which coincides with the Brooks gap. So that Brooks gap was closed. So you had 1 and 2, and then 3 would have been down here. So you can see we just fell short of this level here before turning and heading to the upside. So for today, very much more of the same. I think what you want to look for is preferably a pullback to there. Let's just move that. So ideally what we'd like to see is a move down at the open, just to come back to this area here. Okay, if we can get a decent pullback into this zone, then I'll take another long. So the reason why I want it to come back here is this pretty much where the market would have closed over here. And we can just check on the 30 minutes. So the futures market would have been running so we closed here, okay. So that's where we closed there. So the futures market would have been running overnight, but the market itself would have closed at 5:30, so 5:30 South African time anyway. So there it is there, that's the close. So I'd expect us to pull back there, so maybe we're not going to. I don't know what I'm doing here. So what we're looking for is a pullback to the close, which was pretty much over here. Okay, let's double check that. Yeah, we're on it there. Okay, so that's kind of the area we're looking for. So anything in this area, we're looking for a pullback to this area here. I think I'll still leave this line in because it really does give you an indication of what could possibly happen. So we have a bit of a wider zone here that we're looking for a pullback into. So that's the area I'm looking for a pullback into. If we get into this area here, then we should be good to go. And what we can do is, of last resort here, is just give me I'm just going to take it to the high of yesterday. I'm going to ignore the after hour stuff at the moment. And that gives me a very shallow pullback. So a deeper pullback will be this Brooks gap here. Okay. So yeah, so I think just watch what's going to happen at the open. Okay, there are no shorts here, guys. So if you are shorting, it's going to be a short scalp from wherever we open down to a level, and it's not a trade I'll take anyway. So I'll look for a setup to build at the bottom here and then go long again. And what we're targeting is we're ultimately targeting this level here. Not that we'll get there in one day, possible, but I doubt it, because that is, well, I suppose it is possible. It's 126 points away. So that is the area where I suspect we'll get some profit taking and have quite a big short scalp up there. So anyway, guys, that's the Dow. Hope it helps. Sorry, the DAX. I hope it helps, and I'll catch you later.